understood what I
there's
said.
AD and Dwayne Wade, and you say Dwayne Wade and LeBron James will win that 2-on-2.
No, repeat the question again.
I'm sorry.
No, repeat the
It's
question
a wrap,
again.
man. Jesus,
Sorry.
wrap it up, man.
Straight facts for you.
Out of all the teams LeBron played for, in y'all opinion, who would be his best wingman?
Who has beans?
Yo, listen. The way he's bonding with AD right now is out of this world.
Negative.
What do you mean negative? Hold on.
Dwayne
Let
Wade.
me get out there, bro. Listen.
I'll just
LeBron James has been a point guard / small forward his whole career. He's always needed a player to go ahead and complement his skill set. As a big man, what do you need? Somebody to give you the ball at your spot, wherever you feel comfortable, come off the pick, roll to the basket, quick alley-oop, easy penetration, no homo, get your basket in real quick. And LeBron and AD, they had that chemistry. Not only that, for some reason, they've both been able to put egos aside. They're not competing one versus the other. I'm the alpha. No, you're the alpha. No. They both understand. Listen, let's get these rings. Let's get this food. It's barbecue chicken in the post.
LeBron and Wade, 2012. 2011 to 2013.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
I mean, they were nice.
I'm sorry.
I'll show you.
Dangerous.
I'll show you
when
why.
Dwayne Wade say, take the keys to the temporary keys to Wade County.
Thank you.
Right?
You just said it. Take the keys.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. But those 2 years.
Yeah. What happened?
I'm sorry.
What happened?
As a shooting guard, the shooting guard gets fed too off the point guard, right?
I hear you.
Dwayne Wade was killing it on offense and defense, a playmaker, and he could. You believe it or not, that pick and roll that the power forward and the point guard run, they could still run that. Dwayne Wade and LeBron James could still do a pick and roll, just like AD and him can. And Dwayne Wade could work you the one-on-one game better than AD, even though AD does it, and AD is right below. We're nitpicking right now, right? I mean, it's a good answer. I don't see what else your answer could be except those two. If you have anything in those two, I don't want to talk to you about basketball anymore.
You don't talking. You said your point, all right?
What's your answer?
Break it down to you.
Watch out.
What's the answer?
What's the answer? Today's NBA, is it real or is it soft?
Right now, there's a lot of fouls that get called.
No. Like the competition. Who are you scared if you're in the West? If you're the Lakers?
If you're in the West,
what team do you fear?
I think the answer is clear that the Los Angeles Clippers was like the team supposed to match up with them. You know what I'm saying?
Who on that team can stop AD?
Nobody.
So
Shit, you see that long pause? That nigga took a while. He's like, yo, who's gonna stop AD? All right, right there. You just said the Clippers. No. My point is,
let's ask him. Where are you going with this?
Yeah, you want to write that, man.
Answer the question.
That's two people.
What's the question at stake here?
Can I speak?
Go.
All right, thank you. All right, so shit. My point to you, because y'all need Dumb and Dumber. Y'all know what it is.
You want to drop bombs?
Because y'all
speak. Let me hear this. I want to hear this.
Okay, check this, okay? Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
The best power forward in the game. You just told me the only team that they should fear is the Clippers.
I didn't say that.
No, that's him. Okay, who was your answer?
What do you mean?
You guys have the same answer.
Denver just literally was in the semifinals. Western Conference Finals.
Same as Portland Trail Blazers?
They were in the first round.
They were in the first round. Same as Houston Rockets? What did Denver do different than the Trail Blazers and the Houston Rockets? They just won one game.
Okay.
So those three teams, forget that.
I don't understand.
So what would be the next answer that would be scaring the Lakers right now?
Okay, let's just say there's no teams in the West that can compete with the Lakers.
In the East, in the East is a team that can stop them?
Well, I guess it should have been Milwaukee, but they lost.
Do you truly believe that Milwaukee could see this team? As a real basketball analyst, you watch the game.
Let me put it this way. Go ahead. Your Miami Heat right now is not doing too good.
But the question was Milwaukee, not Miami. Now you want
the question is who's the best second wingman? Just answer the question.
You can't interview him. If you can't see the facts, it's Anthony Davis.
It's Anthony Davis.
Because you know why? Because this fucking league is weak. There's nobody in the East that can see them. There's nobody in the West that can see them. Even if KD... No, listen. Even if KD...
You don't think Dwayne Wade's a good answer?
The competition was dirty back then. They had to fight through Boston Celtics.
So what's the answer?
The answer is Anthony Davis. No.
You give credit to Dwayne Wade on talking about that Boston series, Miami.
When? No, this is what I said behind the cameras. I said that when LeBron came there, he was a Robin.
You're saying that Dwayne Wade...
I said it was a Robin. That's a fact. Now, if you ask me the question, what's the best?
What is Anthony Davis?
Well, Anthony Davis, so D Wade was a bad man right now. And LeBron is fine with that.
Dwayne Wade was killing it. At the same time as LeBron James was killing it.
Were there players in the league at the time that could stop Dwayne Wade? That could give him problems. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was there. Yes, he was still playing.
Absolutely.
Yo, there is nobody in this league right now that can stop Anthony Davis.
He never met in the finals, fam.
It's not about meeting in the finals.
That's what matters when you play the West.
It's talking about players that can stop you with the right squad. It's all about the GM.
Now the question is, who is the LeBron James best second wingman? You're saying AD, I'm saying Dwayne Wade, and I'm saying that actually it's a really close battle.
They won 2 rings. They won the most.
Okay.
That's easy to say.
No, I'm just because analyzing their game.
Okay, Kyrie can only get 1. Dwayne Wade got 2.
Kyrie's not the answer.
I'm trying to tell you, Anthony Davis in this generation, with this weak-ass NBA, the way they call fouls, about this fast-paced tempo, Anthony Davis is eating people's food alive. And he's only 25 years old. He's about to sign a 4-year deal to stay with the Lakers, and they can run a 3-peat.
I have a quick
2010,
question.
the Heatles. It was
Let's just say you had Dwayne Wade in his prime and LeBron James in his prime. And then you had AD in his prime.
They were. Dwayne Wade was like Dwayne Wade was 27, LeBron was 25. That's still prime time. I'm not minimizing. I'm saying the competition.
So we do
I'm talking about the competition. Go ahead.
So we agree that D Wade, AD in their prime would beat, or D Wade or LeBron, AD in his prime is beating D Wade and LeBron in their prime. No.
Thank you.
D Wade and LeBron.
You lost the debate.
D Wade and AD and LeBron are beating. No, I said D Wade and AD.
You just agreed that LeBron James is in both equations, in both scenarios, okay?
You misunderstood
And
what I
there's
said.
AD and Dwayne Wade, and you say Dwayne Wade and LeBron James will win that 2-on-2.
Repeat the question again.
I'm sorry.
Repeat the
It's
question
a wrap, man.
again.
Jesus. Wrap it up, man.
Straight facts for you.
Now, your thoughts on the ring implications for LeBron James and Jimmy Butler?
LeBron James? Yo, shit. Who's that guy? LeBron James, that's your favorite player?
LeBron James is not my favorite player, but I support LeBron James.
These fans' favorite player, you know?
I support LeBron James still. He's not my favorite player.
Where'd you start following LeBron James? Like, where'd you
LeBron
start
James
learning
been in the NBA since 2003.
No, was it from high school?
Let's say I heard of LeBron James when he was in 10th grade.
Okay.
Slam Magazine did some work with him, you know what I'm saying?
So what was your favorite LeBron James team? The Cleveland?
My favorite I don't know what it has anything to do with the question.
No, but I'm just asking
my
question.
favorite LeBron James team, my favorite one is by far.
If you don't mind,
3-1 comeback. 3-1 comeback. I'll get back to you.
Let me help you out. Folks out there, the reason why Zoe's so salty, pay attention to the Marquette jersey.
I'm myself.
He's a Miami Heat fan. He's about to get swept. Alright, folks, I just had to go ahead and let you know why he's upset right now. I'm upset. Jimmy Butler can't get a bucket. Alright? Lakers in 4. AD, LBJ,
No, gentleman sweep. Gentleman sweep.
Okay,
4-1.
So they want to give him 1. I'm not giving you 1. I'll tell you why.
No, he'll get 1. He'll get 1.
No,
Just like AI, 2001. Trust me.
Bruh.
Jimmy will get you 1. Trust on
Let me tell you why.
Tell you right now, 1.
Tell you why. Hey, Cino, you asked what would this ring mean to LeBron James. LeBron James is fighting the biggest shadow. MJ has 6. Perfect. Yeah. For you to go ahead and somewhat catch up to it, you have to show us you're a true killer. Sure. If you're a true killer, you're going to be like a lion. When you see Bambi wobbling around, you're going to go out and you're going to finish it off.
Question for you.
2 more wins. It's not going to happen in this series. It's not going to happen in this series. All the games are not even tight.
Question for him. Okay, so he's trying to chase LeBron. He's trying to chase Michael Jordan.
Right now it's
he's trying to chase Michael Jordan, right? Chase him in what? Because last time I checked, Michael
Jordan. No,
fuck that.
LeBron
Jordan is 6-0.
He's saying LeBron
He's never lost. He's chasing Michael Jordan.
If you don't mind, back up.
What is his record right now? 3-6.
I understand.
He got 6 losses, right?
You can see that.
No.
That's not Miami Heat for you.
No.
Except the problem is this. This is a debate show, and I'm gonna go ahead and sweep it here too.
Go ahead.
Here's the problem. Dragic out. Adebayo has 1 shoulder right now. AD a whole beast. Dwight Howard, monster in the paint right now. JaVale McGee, great cheerleader. LeBron James, directing traffic like there's no other. Rajon Rondo, playoff Rondo is a real thing.
Facts.
Tell me it's wrong. And AD has a point to prove to Charles Barkley. He's not soft.
Facts.
He's ready.
There'll be a game where
He's
Tyler
ready.
Hero and Jimmy
Tyler
Butler
Hero-
explode. One game, gentleman sweep. I'm not saying it's not a sweep, gentleman sweep.
The rookie magic has phased off.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
I'm telling you, Hero.
I'm
is
predicting
no-
4-1
Hero
for Los Angeles
listen,
Lakers.
he's a
LeBron
real-
James gets his 4th ring. You know what I'm saying? Easy ring, not a hard ring.
I understand.
All rings, they're rings, but it's not going to be classified as his greatest ring. Let's be honest. His best ring of all time, in my estimation, by far, 3-1. And
me
LeBron
tell you
James
this.
had a good setting too, right?
If you
Remember,
remember,
he got injured, right?
if you remember, Sino, a few weeks ago, I told you LeBron James needs this ring. He absolutely needs
It's
it for his
easy.
legacy. Hold on, if you don't mind, because once he gets the 4th, right now this year, next year, I know they'll be competing. I know they'll be back in the finals or close to it at least. That makes 5.
Can I
He
tell
might
you
not
what
be
you-
perfect,
I'll tell
but
you
he
what
may
you- I'll
reach
tell you what you're
Michael.
wrong, I'll tell you what
That's
you're
why
wrong.
he needs
Well,
this.
I could say the
Let me tell you
answer.
why
The
Let me
answer
tell you why
was
you're wrong. Let me tell you
the
what
question
both y'all
was
wrong.
answered.
Let me tell you why you both wrong. For LeBron to even be in the conversation with Jordan, he needs at least a 3-peat. Kobe got one. Jordan got one. Jordan got 2. If LeBron does a 3-peat,
Yeah.
then I don't care about all his losses finals. That's cool. But you need to win 3 in a row. Even Larry Bird did that shit.
But
You know what I mean?
at the end of the day, Zo,
Explain.
you have to understand something. This ring means a lot more, has a lot more weight for LeBron James than it does Jimmy Butler.
Oh, by far.
Nobody
yeah, for sure,
expects
for sure.
Jimmy Butler to win this. The pressure's not
There's
on
no
him.
pressure on
The
LeBron right now. As soon as the
expectation-
Clippers got eliminated, stop it. Yo, the gambling commission, they dropped Lakers minus 200. They used to be plus something, okay? As soon as the Clippers was out, they're like, yo, the Lakers is a wrap. Yo, you're not getting no
So
more.
then you agree that there's more pressure on LeBron. 'cause
How?
Because he's supposed to
He's
get
playing
this
players
ring.
that have never been there. Who's been there
Right
on that
now,
squad?
LeBron
Besides Udonis Haslem and Eagle Dollar. Udonis Haslem doesn't even play. He's on
We
the bench.
expect the
He's
coach,
not,
the
he's
player
not
coach.
even a coach.
The
He's
player
like,
coach.
He's like the enforcer. It's like, yo,
No, he's a play coach.
what's wrong with you bitch ass motherfuckers?
No, he's a-
I'm 40 years old. If I only had like a bit of your youth, I'd be out to disrespect these homies.
What would he do?
You know what I mean? If he
What
had a
do you
bit of
think,
their
like-
youth,
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to say. He's
Nah,
an
man.
OG.
Hey, don't-
he can't
no,
do
no,
that.
no.
You know what I mean?
What do you think
Understand
Haslem
what the
could
word
ever do right now?
He doesn't understand
If
the
he-
word English.
even-
If he had a bit of your youth, if he could be those men's age, see, you know, don't assume something on the
Haslem
camera.
in his prime couldn't see AD's
LeBron,
worst
he
day.
could do. Could he score?
You understand
what
that?
What did he do to Nowinski?
Like-
What did he do to Nowinski in 06? Shaq the takes. What did he do to Nowinski in 06? Jumper after jumper after jumper. Shaq and Wade got their ring. Are you deep, man? Remember that shit.
Remember that young kid,
Born
he
and raised,
win,
nigga. You know what I
win,
mean?
win.
DJ Khaled, B. Check that video, man. What's up? You forgot that video, man. What's up, man? That's
Hey,
pretty
win,
nice, man.
win,
Yes.
win,
So now
2011.
doing that, man.
Since you got the momentum on the Lakers.
Yeah, let's go, man. Yo, hold on. You hear this?
Nah,
That's a
fine,
Heat.
bro.
That's a Heat
Oh,
fan.
no,
for
that's
you.
a fan, man.
That's a Heat
Who
fan.
got
for
some
you.
Where are you, man?
Between LeBron and AD, who got some MVP? If the Lakers win.
LeBron. You know
Right
why?
now-
Because I'm sorry.
Yes.
AD is doing it, but at the end of the day, LeBron is making sure he has overall
Yes.
stats. He makes sure he has the 9 assists,
Yes.
the 9 rebounds, the 4 steals,
The NBA will give him
the
MVP.
point,
That's what I'm thinking
the
too.
point minus ratio is much better than AD. Even though AD's killing him with the points and the rebounds, and like, yo,
80 might get it, but
No,
I would
stop
bet on LeBron James as well.
LeBron didn't
for him
get. LeBron didn't
his,
get season MVP. He's gonna get
fourth
finals MVP.
MVP.
Trust me.
I love it.
LeBron brought him there.
The Miami Heat fan is going ahead and making my point for me. I love
Love
you.
you. What fan are you though? One week you're Houston,
I'm a Lakers
Toronto
fan.
Raptors, Boston Celtics. I'm a Boston Celtics
I'm
fan.
glad we
Real
mentioned
Lakers
that.
fan. Yo,
I'm glad we
OKC.
mentioned the Raptors.
Come on, man.
Speaking
At
of
least
the
you know
Raptors.
where I stand, man. You hear me? What's up?
Since you mentioned the Raptors, do you guys think that NBA should bring another team to Canada?
By far. Take the Memphis Grizzlies. Utah Jazz, yo, flip a coin. We'll take them. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody want to go out there. I never heard anybody say you want to travel out there to watch a game. Maybe
Utah?
Memphis.
To
Yeah,
Utah?
Utah, hell's no. You know what I mean? Memphis is possible.
That's true, though.
You know what I mean? Utah, they got to go. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen.
We got real
Yeah,
shit.
Memphis, yeah.
You're not gonna move. You're not gonna move Utah out the NBA.
No, of course not.
The history's too rich.
It's
there.
too rich.
Well, is it an expansion team or it's like
Just we only
a
got
relocation?
Raptors.
Here's the
right?
thing,
They
right?
need more players.
Are you saying
around.
it's a team that gets relocated,
I would just
or
take
it's
a
like
team. I would
just
take
an
a
expansion team, like a new team?
Whatever, man.
Just give us some more
I
teams.
mean, Canada's ready for another team.
We proved it,
we're,
right?
we're big enough to have another team. But I like what he's saying. Like, are we talking expansion or are we talking moving a U.S. team to Canada, right? Now, I'm not going to get into the gist of technicalities. In regards of Canada, we're the North. Toronto's been repping it. But you can tell that as a country, we love basketball, right?
Yeah.
We have a passion for basketball too. So whether you brought it back to Vancouver, you take a look at Montreal, and then I don't understand why we don't consider Montreal when you have all these NBA players out of Canada. A lot of them are coming from the 514, from the 450. Might as well consider.
Chris Boucher, Lucas Dor, Haïtien. Respectez-nous.
So that's real shit. That Lambert, right? So we've had a lot of players that came out of Montreal.
Okay, see.
That's North. We get out there. So it's like
I think you hit it. Right. Montreal or Vancouver. Even I think if like Vancouver like is far, they're connected to the Raps. I feel Montreal's a bit close to Toronto. It'll take some of their market.
Close to the U.S. border, yes.
But Montreal to Vancouver, that's it.
Yeah, but if you could take a team right now,
you would need a team to go in the West
question
too.
for you: if you could take a team NBA, which one would you take? Like if you could just say what they did to Seattle Supersonics, which is OKC.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could do that to a team NBA, which one would do for a Canadian team?
Well, I
go and relocate any team.
No, just a team that you want. Besides the best of the best.
I'll tell you that initially, I would have thought the Bobcats before they went back to being the Hornets.
Okay.
Because it's a weak.
No, Michael never relinquished
I mean,
that
I know,
shit.
but I hear
Michael got NASCAR
Michael is a nomination right now for being one of the worst owners of an NBA team ever, if we think about it. But whatever, that's another story. Hey, bring that up, Sino, some other time. We can discuss it. All right? But for right now, that'd be one team. The other team I'd be thinking about.
Worse than the Knicks?
No, the Knicks
that's what I'm saying. Because
it's one of the biggest teams ever. The Knicks are not going anywhere.
They've got a fan base.
Right? Let's be honest.
No, who's the worst owner between the Knicks owner and
the Charlotte Hornets? Of course, but I mean,
because Michael.
My opinion is right now it's tight, fam.
How?
Michael Jordan's getting a lot of flack. I'm telling you,
fam. When did he own that squad? 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
How long has the guy from the Knicks been there? At least since 2000.
Okay, Dolan's been a problem right around circle. That's what they're saying. But I think that Michael Jordan, what happens? He gets a lot of he gets a pass all the time because he's the greatest player of all time in a lot of people's mind.
Better than LeBron James?
I've been hearing shit like this, through my research, right? That fucking Michael Jordan is didn't have the greatest career off the court, right? With the ownership,
the management.
But I think Dolan's worse.
Reputation-wise, he is
worse.
But at least, he's paid players though. Okay. Right, Dolan has paid players.
And Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time.
Michael Jordan hasn't paid the right players.
No, Dolan paid Bargnani.
He takes.
Remember that? Yeah, listen.
He was.
Dolan paid Bargnani.
That's okay.
Prima pasta sauce. Okay. I remember that shit. Yeah, that's a fact.
But to go back to the questions though.
Bargnani had a shot though. He was a decent player. He was overpaid. He was overpaid.
I would move Washington, man.
Was it? Yeah, that's dirty.
Washington.
Still Bradley Beal and John Wall?
No.
Washington.
No, if you gotta steal
do that
any
to the
team,
nation's capital. They ain't gonna let you do that. That's like trying to steal Toronto and bring it to the States. Ain't gonna happen.
Yo, real talk right now, the most promising team in my mind, I would bring as an expansion franchise, has to be the Boston Celtics.
What do you mean?
They're all young.
Flagrant foul.
They're all deadly.
Come on, man.
Boston Celtics, as a Raptors fan, I gotta tell you.
Right now they have the most rings.
Boston
17?
is a dangerous team.
Yeah,
17. They ain't going nowhere.
And they got a history.
Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Currency TV, and follow them on IG, Currency ENT. And I'm not a Raptors fan, so I don't know why this is here.